become the grandest LAN party. As you can see, this is just looking amazing. It's just a huge castle from the 18th century. We have a tons of computers. We have over 50 computers here, with over 100 players, 3 players on each country, over 34 countries. Tomorrow we're going to start one of the biggest, I think, the biggest Europa Universalis IV events that has ever been created. We're going to have real-time diplomacy. We're going to have real-time fencing duels. So let me first of all show you the perspective of the organizers.
So this is the EU4 LAN party. It's a LAN party in a castle, in a real castle from the 1800s. This is Zlewikk Mozna. We sat and played EU4 like 3 years ago or something. We sat in another castle that we'd just done an event in, and we thought, wouldn't it be cool to do EU4, because we were playing EU4, wouldn't it be cool to do EU4 in a castle with real diplomats and like people running around and being like, oh, we have to break this alliance, we have to go to war with each other. People walk into a room that might once have been used by some baron or whatever to do some real life politics, to do politics in this game. We do a lot of stuff that has to do with live action role playing. We wanted to combine that live action aspect with the game. I remember being told by a lot of people that they were pretty excited about the idea because it's kind of a prestige project. It's almost a culmination of a sort of dream of how to play this game. It's like when you see this online, when you see on the stream or something, you can think in your head like, maybe someday I'll be able to play EU4 in a castle. Maybe someday I'll do this while having a weird hat on or something. I think that a lot of people in Paradox understood that appeal, and that made them very positive towards it. A very big part of it that we want to keep as part of the appeal, sort of, is, and people have told me this all of the time, is just like the misunderstandings and just how people like, oh, I thought you said this, I thought you said that, and so on. And also just people straight up lying. We're trying to keep it very light on mechanical rules as such, but we're trying to, the rules that we do have, we're trying to make them guidelines to facilitate this whole making it part of real life thing. So we're playing the game as it is, with a couple things like no lucky nations, I believe, and stuff like that. But that's like the boring mechanical stuff. The interesting rule changes, I think, is, for example, that we have implemented this system of contracts and so on. Like we've made some forms for contracts where you can sign your name and someone else's name and swear in front of the judges that you shall abide by this contract until such and such time. And then we have like a panel of judges to adjudicate when something has been broken. And fencing duels, if someone disagrees with each other, they will have fencing. You must decide by trial of combat.
I love it because, in fact, I was training professionally fencing for 14 years. Can't wait for that.
Of course, you would like that. That is very, very.
I'm waiting for somebody to betray Byzantium.
Oh, Byzantium, you're gonna have a rough time.
Yeah, and the interesting part is that everybody is starting in Europe this time.
Yes, exactly. Because the first 2 times we had, of course, the entire world, and we quickly found out that it ended up with these big blocks in the east, like in Asia, and just these huge cold wars that never really moved. But this time we wanted to do something a bit different, so everyone is starting in Europe this time. And since everyone is starting in Europe, we're gonna foresee a lot of chaos in the first few hours. For example, we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 players, like 4 teams.
In Italy.
In Ireland as well.
Ireland,
in Ireland.
True.
But also,
That's
I think
true.
4 or 5 in Italy. So there's going to be a lot more.
But also in Balkans, we have Serbia, we have Wallachia, we have Moldavia, we have Byzantium, and there are also the Knights. So it's also crowded.
I'm looking for. I want to see the Balkans like balkanized.
So it's a really crowded region. The first day we're calling it a survivor stage, just to survive from the Ottomans, of course. We see how it will go. We are doing a lot of diplomacy. We are going to do a lot of diplomacy. But I bet it will be amazing. We are going to survive it, and we are going to make Basileus and Byzantium again great. So if you'd like to watch more about this event, just remember about watching the Paradox Interactive Twitch channel, where everything will be streamed. And every day I'm going to post a one-day vlog out of this event. So today is a day 0 vlog from this whole encounter, whole event. It's a preparations to everything. Tomorrow I'm going to post day 1 where we are going to, comment. We are going to react some events from the first day of the whole LAN party, what was happening there, the whole diplomacy, our plans, and what I think about that. So get ready for it. And remember, leave a like and comment on this video to support these vlogs to grow our channel, to reach more viewers and make everything even more amazing like this castle.